regression discontinuity. Let's say we're looking at the relationship between blood pressure and number of doctor visits. And blood pressure, let's say it ranges from 80 to say 160. And then we're going to try to evaluate the impact of let's call it a healthy eating program. And the healthy eating program, you get put into it when you hit a blood pressure of 120. So 120 triggers healthy eating program. So once you hit 120, you're put into the program. If you're under 120, you're not put in the program. So let's say each dot now represents a patient and the number of doctor visits they have. The data might look something like this. So what's the impact of this healthy eating program? So what if we just look at the average of the folks that are not in the program versus the average of the folks that are in the program? Is this the impact of healthy eating program? The answer should be clearly no. Healthy eating program should not lead to more doctor visits intuitively. And also the idea is the higher blood pressure, the more likely you are going to have a doctor's visit. So there's already some confound that's already impacting these two. So what is the impact of our healthy eating program? This is where regression discontinuity comes to mind, where there is a point where there's discontinuous event that separates those that are getting the treatment, the healthy eating program, versus those not getting the treatment. An idea is to look closely at this boundary of folks that are just above the cutoff versus just below the cutoff. So we could say, I don't know, folks that are at 115 and 125. So in this small window of blood pressures, you can think of it almost as random whether you get put into the program or not. Say a person with 121 blood pressure versus someone with 119 blood pressure. It's super, super close. So you can almost think of it as a randomized experiment where the 121 person gets the healthy eating program, the 119 person does not. And they're super similar because they're very, very close in their blood pressure. So what ends up happening is we look at this small window around the discontinuity line, and this is where we actually compare those that were not in the program versus those that were in the program. And this right here, that reduction, that small reduction right there, is the impact of the healthy eating program. And one caveat I'll mention is this is almost like a local impact. Let's say localized impact. Because right now, it shows 115 to 125. This is the impact for folks with blood pressures between this range. As you expand the window, the impact might be less and less accurate because remember, we said, hey, just below and just above, it can be pretty random whether you're put in a program or not. But as you increase the window, it becomes a little bit less random whether you get the program or not.